So we're back for yet another game. A 1-1 count to Ohtani. Pitch high and inside on a fastball for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike to Shohei. Shohei to the plate, comes in hitting .294, 26 home runs and 71 ribbies. Rodriguez to the windup, and the 2-1 pitch on the way. Taken high for ball 3. So 3-1 to Shohei Ohtani. Dodgers winning last night, snapping a 7-game losing streak, trying to keep the ball rolling in this game today and win the series and get out of here and go back home for a 3-game homestand against the Royals. The pitch on the way is taken, called strike 1, a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, and now the count is full. So this is for the series. Diamondbacks winning on Friday night, Dodgers winning last night in a 10-inning thriller, and today they're back at it again. A walk-off home run by Waldschmidt on Friday night, and a 10th-inning dramatic. A swung on and missed, and down goes Ohtani on the changeup, and just like that, we've got 1 out. We're well underway in this game. Coming up for the Dodgers will be Pages. Pages comes up hitting .270, 19 home runs and 75 ribbies in 116 games this year. The pitch on the way from Rodriguez is high, a fastball for ball 1. Last 11 games, Pages is on a tear, .333, 2 home runs, 6 ribbies, and a .864 on-base percentage. So Pages is feeling it, meaning business. The pitch on the way is taken for strike 1. And it's now a 1-1 count to Pages. 1 out. Ohtani opened up things, striking out, and Pages second batter of the game. Rodriguez looking down. Gets the sign. The pitch on the way is swung on and fouled back and out of play. This game is for the series between the two. And that these first 2 games have been a bit like a playoff game, in essence. It is for the Diamondbacks who are fighting for their playoff lives. The 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and a high pop-up. Out goes the right fielder, Locklear, and it's well back up into the stands. So the count remains 1-2 to Pages. On Tuesday, he threw 102 pitches in 5.2 innings against San Diego. Gave up 11 hits. So he comes in here well worked on his last start. Just like Yamamoto last night, the pitch on the way is in the dirt for ball 2 on the changeup. Eduardo Rodriguez. It's the first inning that has given him fits, 5.87 ERA. And the next inning's on after that, he's at a low 2.07. So his thing is he's got to get out of the first inning. 2-2 the count to Pages. It's low. Now that'll make it 3-2. These 2 teams have given the fans their money's worth that have watched Friday night's game and last night's game. The 3-2 pitch on the way to Pages is high fly ball foul, back and out of play, a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, and the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Welcome in, D-Rock. D-Rock's in the chat. We got also the poll question up. 3-2 the count. Rodriguez pitch is swung on and missed, and down goes Pages on Rodriguez' second strikeout of the game. He started the game striking out Ohtani. He's now struck out Pages, and up comes Freddie Freeman to the plate. Freeman comes in hitting .304 in 114 games, 15 home runs, and 55 ribbies. Just the start of things. We're barely into the first inning with 2 outs, and the pitch is taken for called strike one. 91 mile an hour fastball, and Freeman is now locked and loaded as Rodriguez serves up the 0-1 pitch. It's taken for called strike two. So Rodriguez is 1 strike away from striking out the side in order in the first inning, and this tends to be his toughest inning. So look out now if the Dodgers don't get to him in this inning. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and fouled away. Count is now 0-2, remains 0-2. Friday night, Waldschmidt wins in a ninth inning dramatic walk-off home run. Last night, Dodgers win in 10 innings. And today, they're back at it again for the series. The 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled away again. A curveball of 79 miles an hour. Playoff atmosphere indeed inside Chase Park in Arizona. Rodriguez looks down to Moreno and gets the sign. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Yet another one fouled back and out of play. Rodriguez has now thrown 19 pitches. While the pitch count is high, keep in mind he did strike out the first 2 guys he faced, so that tends to drive up the pitches. Freddie Freeman hanging tough. This will be Rodriguez's 20th pitch of the inning. The pitch swung on. There's a little bouncer hit down to Arenado. He's going to glove it, throw it on the run, and get him, and that'll do it for the Dodgers as they go out 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. And Wroblewski's now taking the mound. The score after a half an inning, Dodgers 0, and the D-backs coming up. For those D-backs, coming up will be Perdomo, Carroll, and Moreno. Those will be the first 3 hitters. Let me run by the rest of the lineup for you. So, if anybody gets on after those first 3 hitters, it'll be Marte. He's playing DH today. Third baseman, Arenado. You just saw him throw out Freddie Freeman. He's playing third base. Vargas then comes up. After that is Tawap. Now in center field, he's been playing first base the last couple of games. Locklear is now at first. He's batting 8th and batting 9th. Waldschmidt, he's playing left field. He had been in center field the previous 2 games. So, with a little change up of positions, the Diamondbacks keep pretty much the same players out there. They go with Vargas at second base, but Marte stays in to do the DH. So just a little bit of a shuffling of the lineup for the Dodgers. They're locked and loaded with the same players they had on Friday night and on Saturday, and they're out there again on Sunday. The usual players, you know them well. Teoscar in left field, Pages in center, Tucker in right. Third base, the only change at third base will be Kike in place of Muncy. Shortstop will be Betts. Second base, Tommy Edman. First base, Freeman. Behind the plate, another change, not Frederick. Today it'll be Roveret and Rodriguez. I'll get the pronunciation down of that catcher's name before the game's over. Hang in there. Justin Wroblewski comes in with an 11-3 record with a 3.31 ERA. And Wroblewski is now ready, and the pitch is taken for ball 1. Pitch is high for ball 2 to Perdomo. Pitch is low, curveball for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Perdomo. Just the start of things here in Chase Field. Dodgers 1 out in order, 1-2-3. Wroblewski's pitch is low for ball 3, so 3 balls and 1 strike. Perdomo hitting .244, 9 home runs and 42 ribbies on the year. Wroblewski working quick, and the pitch on the way is taken outside for ball 4, and Perdomo is aboard with a walk. So Rubalewski breaking the cardinal rule of baseball, walking the first man you face in an inning, and that will get you in trouble as if you don't clamp down and get the next few guys out. Let's see if he can escape this. And up comes Corbin Carroll. Corbin Carroll comes in hitting .242, 16 home runs and 54 ribbies. The pitch now on the way to Carroll is taken for, it's actually a swing and a miss, a big swing on that one. 0-1 the count to Carroll. Carroll making a spectacular over-the-fence catch to rob Edmond of a home run on Friday night. Pitch is taken right down the middle for strike 2 on the fastball. So it's 0-2 count to Carroll. And swung on and missed. Down goes Carroll. There's now 1 out. And up comes Moreno to the plate. First pitch from Rubalewski on the way to Moreno is taken high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Moreno in 89 games, hitting .303, 8 home runs and 50 ribbies. 1 on, 1 out. Rubalewski throws over to first. Diving back is Perdomo. Welcome into the chat, SCI Hund. Good to see you back today. The D-backs are going to win, guys, so he's already staking his claim. He's put his poll in the vote. Dodgers poll is up. Who will win? Pitch on the way is taken for a called strike 1 on the slider, and the count is now 1-1 to Moreno. Moreno hitting .303, 8 home runs and 50 ribbies on the year. Rubalewski looking, checking the runner Perdomo at first, and the pitch swung on and fouled away. Dodgers went out in order in the first inning. Rodriguez struck out the first 2 guys, Ohtani and Pages, got Freeman to ground out. And in this game, Rubalewski walked the first man up. Now the umpire is going to come out from behind the plate and stop action here. Gabriel Moreno, since June 7th, in 27 games, hitting .337, 10 extra base hits, 21 ribbies with a .879 on-base percentage. So he is one that you want to handle with care of recently. The count to him now is 1-2. And he's up to the plate now with a chance to hurt Rubalewski and the Dodgers. The pitch is a ground ball hit sharply. Freddie Freeman gloves it, throws over to second to Betts for 1, throws back not nearly in time. So there'll be 2 outs. They get the lead runner and a fielder's choice. Betts' throw didn't have much on it to get back to Freddie Freeman in time. Let's see, mainly because Perdomo kind of got in his way. The throw was offline. Freddie Freeman had to leave the base to catch it. So now with 2 outs, we got 1 on. And up comes Marte. He's a DH today in 112 games, hitting .244. Stepping in. Pitch is taken for called strike 1 on a fastball. And 1 the count to Marte. Rubalewski with a long look down. Gets the sign, 2 outs, 1 on. The pitch, way outside. Nice catch behind the plate to keep that from going to the backstop and the runner moving over. Marte with 19 home runs and 62 ribbies. Another tough hombre at the plate. The 1-1 pitch swung on and whacked. Where's it going? If it's fair, it could be gone, and it is! Home run into the Diamondback bullpen, and just like that, Marte steps up, hits his 20th home run of the year, and the D-backs take a 2-0 lead. He gives it the little jump hook shot of rounding the bases, a 2-run home run by Ketel Marte. That projected distance 385 feet out of here, and just like that, the D-backs are on the score 2-0. And SCI Hind is loving it in the chat. So for the Dodgers, in order for them to win this game, they're going to have to come from behind for the 33rd time. Curveball is taken for ball 1 by Arenado. Arenado's pitch is high for ball 2 on the fastball, 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So Wroblewski rocked in the first inning. This season, in 111 games, Arenado is hitting .241, 17 home runs, and 54 ribbies. Slider is taken for ball 2. Two balls and one strike to Arenado. Pitch is swung on and missed on the slider. Count is now 2-2 with a big swing. Arenado popped one out on Friday night to get things started for the Diamondbacks. The pitch on the way is low and in the dirt for 3-2 now. Yet another slider, and Wroblewski's now thrown 20 pitches in this inning. 2 outs, 3-2 count to Arenado, and a 2-0 lead for the Diamondbacks. Riding on the heels of a Marte home run, 2-run shot into the left field bullpen. The 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled back behind the plate. Three and two the count to Arenado. 2 outs. We're in the first inning in a 2-0 Diamondback lead. Pitch is way outside. Nice catch by the catcher, but this ball is ball 4, and Arenado's aboard. So Wroblewski's already walked 2 guys in this inning. Give up the 2-run shot, and up comes Vargas playing second base today in place of Marte, who is the DH who just hit that 2-run homer. This season, in 102 games, Vargas is hitting .273, 7 home runs, and 55 ribbies. The pitch, a fastball inside for ball 1. We're in the first inning, 2 outs, 1 on. Diamondbacks lead 2-0. The 1-0 pitch is fouled away, and Vargas just about comes out of his shoes out of the batter's box on that one. Loses the bat, has to go back and pick it up. 1-1 the count now to Vargas. Wroblewski checks the runner at first. The pitcher's off. Shot, line drive, base hit into center. Páez picks it up, and just like that, there's 2 men on. Arenado advances to second. Vargas is aboard with a hit. And it's not over yet for Wroblewski, trying to get out of this inning. The all-star pitcher for the Dodgers has been rudely rocked with 2-run home run to start things off with. Mark Pryor's now going to go out there, the pitching coach, and have a few words with him, trying to settle him down. So Wroblewski's already given up 2 runs and 2 hits, and he's got 2 men on with 2 outs. And up comes Tim Tawa in 61 games. He's hitting .235, 6 home runs, and 56 ribbies. Tawa this season 10 for 23, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs with a 1.263 on-base percentage against the Dodgers. So yet another man at the plate with a handle with care sticker on his back. There's a pitch swung on and fouled back. Force the fastball. Now Wroblewski's thrown 26 pitches. You know you're starting to push it when you get past the 20s in 1 inning. You usually like to have, like in the threshold of 12, maybe 15, but Wroblewski's way over his quay. There's a nice sharp ground ball hit to Betts. He'll go the short way across to Edmonds at force play at second, and that'll do it for the Diamondbacks in the first inning, but not before they score 2 runs on 2 hits. A big 2-run home run by Marte, and the score after 1 complete. Diamondbacks 2, Dodgers 0, and coming up will be Tommy Edmonds. Tommy Edman followed by Betts and then Tucker. So the Dodgers already in the first inning find themselves behind and their work cut out for them in this game. This has been one of the pitfalls for the Dodgers, falling behind and then having to climb themselves out of a hole. At least that was the storyline of those 7 losses in a row they had that they failed to come back on. Last night, they took the opposite approach. They got out to a 1-0 lead. Diamondbacks scored it, making it 1-1. Dodgers went ahead 2-1, and then they held them off. The Dodgers did to win it in the 10th inning. So you're right, D-Rock, they're going to have to climb out of it. Last night, 187 viewers. You're right, that was an all-time high for me. Thank you for tuning in. D-Rock, an all-time high. The little channels that could is starting to take traction now. Welcome in, Andrew. Let's go Dodgers, and give Andrew the old bang on the drum. Hopefully we see sighting of Braxton. He's been missing in action the last couple of days. No James sighting last night since the Dodgers were in a deadlock tight game and the Cubs lost. And right now we move to the second inning. Rodriguez struck out the first 2 guys he faced in the first inning. Got Freddie Freeman to bounce out. So he's off and running. Although his pitch count with the 2 strikeouts is a little high. He served up 22 pitches in that first inning. Wroblewski got out of that first, giving up 26. Okay, back to live action. The pitch on the way to Edman is taken for a called strike 1 on the fastball. Tommy Edman in 41 games, hitting .287, 3 home runs and 22 ribbies. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed by Edman on the changeup. 82-mile-an-hour changeup, and the count is now 0-2 to Edman. Rodriguez with a nice long look down into Moreno to get the sign behind the plate. Pitch is swung on and missed, and another strikeout. 3 strikeouts already by Rodriguez in the 4 batters he's faced. So up comes Mookie Betts. Keep in mind, in Rodriguez's last start, he threw 102 pitches, went 5 2/3 innings. Now comes in Mookie Betts, 80 games this season, hitting .231, 13 homers and 36 ribbies. Pitch is taken for called strike 1. So Rodriguez is on a tear right now, early on in this game. 0-1 the count to Betts. The pitch is taken low for ball 2. I agree with you, D-Rock. He did have to leave some games early to go to work. Did Braxton, you're right. 25 pitches Rodriguez has served up. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Mookie is swung on a high fly ball. Corbin Carroll goes back to the warning track to glove it there for out number 2. So Corbin Carroll has really been on his horse, making some fine plays out there for the Diamondbacks in this series, including robbing Tommy Edman of that home run on Friday night, going above and beyond the wall to do it. Nice hustling right fielder. Now, Corbin Carroll would fit in nice. I'd make that trade tomorrow with a trade of him and Tucker. Pitch on the way. Speaking of Tucker, fouled away back behind the plate. Can't hate on Kyle Tucker. He did hit the home run last night, and he also scored the other run. So he scored both runs in the Dodgers' victory last night, and he's up there today. Just need a little more hustle out there in the outfield. Hit comes in, hitting 244. There's a little ground ball, and he's going to jog to first base as it'll be picked up by Vargas. He'll throw over to Locklear, and the Dodgers are done in the second inning. The score after 1.5 innings from Chase Field, Diamondbacks 2, Dodgers 0. That would be a 4-3 putout if you're keeping score. And coming up for the Diamondbacks in the second inning, it'll be Locklear, Waldschmidt, and the top of the order with Perdomo. Incredible. I've been highly impressed with the play of the two teams the last two games. It's so much, I said it earlier, I'll say it again, like a playoff atmosphere when you go with the Dodgers trying to break that, what was that, coming in to Friday night's game. It was a 6-game losing streak. They lose it on a 2-run home run walk-off by Waldschmidt. And that made it 7 losses in a row. Last night they win it with in the 10th inning to snap the 7-game losing streak, but also, again, it's very much like a playoff atmosphere. And speaking of that, after this game, Dodgers head home, play 3 games against the Royals, the Kansas City Royals, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at Dodger Stadium, and then the big game, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's take a look at what the Brewers got. In the standing, Brewers 73 wins, 44 losses. So they got 73 wins. Dodgers got 70 wins. The Royals coming in tomorrow night, in case you're wondering. What do the Royals have? Not allowing me to see. Okay. Pitch on the way for ball 1. Back to live action. Locklear to the plate against Wroblewski, who threw 27 pitches to get out of that first inning. Pitch on the way is taken for a strike. So let's see if Wroblewski can get it together and keep the pitch count down to a minimum in this inning. Get back on track. The 1-1 pitch swung on and foul just barely down the right field line. No, actually it's fair, and Tucker will pick it up and cruising into second base. I was totally fooled on that. Didn't see the umpire, and Tucker cruising on over there to pick it up and throw it in, and just like that, Wroblewski's given up yet another hit, the third hit. Waldschmidt scores away to bunt, and Wroblewski throws it high, a fastball. Just about decapitates Waldschmidt. 1 ball, no strikes. This season in 52 games, Waldschmidt hitting .285, 2 home runs, and 15 ribbies. And one of those 2 homers with a walk-off. There's a scored to bunt and pulls it back. It'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. So a man beats you with a walk-off home run, and he only had 1 home run before that. So he's up there now with his 2 home runs, trying to drive home Locklear. He's got 15 ribbies apiece. Squares away to bunt. Wroblewski picks it up, throws to throws wildly over. Can't get it as Edman, and in to round to score is Locklear, and just like that, the Diamondbacks take a 3-0 lead. I don't know what's gotten into Wroblewski, and at second base, laughing and giggling all the way is Waldschmidt on that gift that Wroblewski gave him. Let's see, did he have too much time? He kind of threw it. It was a case of the yips. He forced Edman all the way off the bag, wasn't even close. And now he's down 3-0. He's thrown 33 pitches, and now he's got Waldschmidt on second base with nobody out, and up comes Perdomo. This is not looking good to start this game off with. I think you're right, D-Rock. He's got entertainment hours. In fact, he left late the other night. It was about 9 o'clock to go to work. So you're right on that. First ball, second ball, it's now change up. So it's 2 balls and no strikes to Perdomo. This is like Doc Roberts' worst nightmare, having to dip into the bullpen early if he's going to have to do it. The 2-0 pitch swung on and fouled away. A wild throw by Wroblewski over to first base. Pitch is high for ball 3 on the cutter. Perdomo walked his first at-bat. Wroblewski's all over the map. Early in this game, though. Dodgers have a chance to climb out of it. Pitcher's a ground ball hit sharply down to Betts. He looks over at third, goes to first, and gets him. So now there's 1 out, and hustling over to third base is Waldschmidt. So you got Waldschmidt at third, and up comes Corbin Carroll to the plate. 1 out, 1 on, a man at third base. Dodgers trailing 3-0. And Corbin Carroll with a chance to get a scoring fly ball here and make it 4-0. Let's see what he's going to do. Pitch is swung on. There's a little ground ball. Infield up. The Edman throws at the plate. They got him out at the plate. Nice play by Tommy Edman to erase Waldschmidt diving head first at the plate. And he cuts down the run. So that was an all-star play. A bunch of like almost what we saw. In fact, very much what we saw Rodriguez do in Toronto in that 7th game. Beautifully played, a nice strike, and Woodward was there to make the tag, the catcher for the Dodgers. Again, apologize for the mispronunciation. Let me get his first name and just call him that. There we go with that. Too hard of a name for me to remember how to pronounce. Let's go. So 2 outs. Up comes Moreno. The pitch is taken inside for ball 1. So Big Ben, 210, 5'10", 210 from Madison, Wisconsin, behind the plate for the Dodgers. The pitch on the way is taken for ball 1. So it's a 1-1 count to Moreno. We got 2 outs, 1 on. Dodgers trailing 3-0. Carroll aboard on that fielder's choice as Edman threw the perfect strike to the plate. The pitch is taken low for ball 1. Perfect strike to the plate to gun down Waldschmidt. 2 balls, 1 strike to Moreno. Dodgers trailing 3-1. They gave up 2 in the first on a 2-run home run by Marte. And now a big throw in there by Wroblewski makes it 3-0. There's a high, it's a line drive, base hit, whacked in to center, and hustling over is Pages, trying to cutting it down. Coming to the plate is Corbin Carroll. The throw, he's going to score. It's going to go way over his head. Moving over to third is Moreno, and the Dodgers are in all kinds of trouble. Corbin Carroll scores. Got a runner at third in Moreno, and the score is now 4-0 for the Diamondbacks. And Wroblewski's woes continue as he's thrown 42 pitches in this game. So whatever could go wrong is going wrong for the Dodgers early going in this game. That ball was hit up the alley. Now, nice backhanded stop by Pages, but Corbin Carroll had it made up in his mind. He was scoring all the way as soon as he saw that ball go up the alley, and he did score, sliding into home plate. And up comes Marte, the man that hit the 2-run home run in the first inning. 2 outs, a man at third, and the pitch. There's a shot line drive foul down the third base line on a curveball. It's now 0-1. You've said it a mouthful on that. You're right, D-Rock. Wow, indeed. I'm watching it happening. Can't believe it's happening. Bringing you the Word's Eye view And an 0-1 count. Here's a ground ball hit sharply down to Betts. He's going to field it cleanly, throw over to Freddie Freeman in time for the 6-3 putout. The Diamondbacks are done, but not before they score 2 more runs in the second inning. The score after 2 complete innings, Diamondbacks 2, Dodgers nothing. And the Dodgers got to get to business now. But how? Against a man who's already struck out, what, 4 in Rodriguez? How many strikeouts has Rodriguez got? Let me check his line. He's looking like Bob Gibson out there in the early going. Rodriguez has struck out 3. Of course, has yet to allow a hit. Hasn't given up any walks. Dodgers don't even have a man on base. And for the Dodgers, coming up, it'll be Teoscar, followed by Kike, and then Rovert. Let me run it through Google. See what they say.
Hold it. Hold it. Roasted. Roasted.
Roasted. So they're telling me Google to translate roasted.
Roasted.
If I spelled it right, can we see? Okay. No.
Roasted.
Roasted. Okay, so the Dodgers trailing 4-0. Rodriguez has already struck out 3 Dodgers. Teoscar coming up, hitting .252, 11 home runs and 41 ribbies this season in 82 games. 10 for 31, 3 home runs against the D-backs. Let's see what he's going to do now. He's going to fake a bunt and take called strike 1. We're in the 3rd inning. 4-0 Diamondbacks over the Dodgers. Pitch is way high. Fastball for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Teoscar. There's a big swing and a miss by Teoscar on a changeup, and it's now 1-2. So Rodriguez, 33-year-old from Venezuela, standing up on the mound, throwing to Teoscar. Pitch is high for ball 2. Two and 2 count to Teoscar. The pitch is swung on and missed, and he struck out 4 Dodgers already, barely into the in a 3 1/3 innings. Check that in the 3rd inning. 2 and so 1 strikeout, 4 strikeouts. He's got 4 runs to support him, and up comes Kike. And this season in 8 games, hitting .263, 1 home run and 2 ribbies. The pitch on the way from Rodriguez is taken for strike 1 on the curveball. Oh, 1 the count to Kike. Pitch is high, but for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Career versus Eduardo Rodriguez, .533 is Kike. The pitch There's a poked shot, base hit, whacked into right field, and Kike is aboard, improving on his .533 average against Rodriguez. So he gives it the little Freddie Freeman dance on first. We got the first hit of the game for the Dodgers. So with the Dodgers trailing in the third inning 4-0, Kike steps up, plucks it into right field, and up comes Rovert to the plate. Rordvat. Pitch, swung on and missed. A big swing from him. So it looks as though the Dodgers' regular catcher will be Fiducia, and when he's not in, Ben Rordvat will be in there in his place. Fielding in, spot checks here and there after a Saturday night game, play a Sunday game, things that he's doing today. The 0-1 pitch on the way is high and for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rovert. We're in the third inning, 1 on. Dodgers trailing 4-0. There's 1 out. Pitch is swung on. There's a lifted base hit blooper into center field. And now we got 2 Dodgers on. So now things are starting to look a little better. Let's see if they can bring at least one of them home and make that mountain a little bit easier to climb. And coming up to the plate is Shohei Ohtani, the top of the order. Shohei checks in with a chance to really get the Dodgers in this game. You're right, D-Rock, these D-backs are tough. Playing the Dodgers very tough in the first 2 games and in this one. Rodriguez's 40th pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed by Ohtani. He struck out in his first at-bat, that 83-mile-an-hour changeup. That was a big swing by Ohtani, looking to tie this game up, or actually bring him within 1. 4-0 Diamondbacks lead. 2 Dodgers on, 1 out, Ohtani to the plate. Big swing, fouled away. Count is now 0-2. With runners in scoring position since June 1st, Ohtani's hitting .395, 4 home runs and 23 ribbies. So that's a good positive note. .395. The 0-2 pitch from Rodriguez to Ohtani on the way. Taken low for ball 1 on the sinker. Rodriguez with a long look down over to second base. Making sure Kike is not going anywhere. Kike at second, Rovert at first. 1 out, we're in the third inning. Pitch. Little outside that. If they challenge, they're going to say strike 3. I don't think they're going to need to challenge. So Ohtani is, what are they holding up on here? Dodgers challenge and it'll be strike 3. That was an ill-advised challenge. Wasn't sure where that challenge was coming from. And Ohtani struck out 2 times. There's now 2 outs with 2 on. And up comes Pages, who struck out in his last time up. Suddenly, Rodriguez now has 5 strikeouts already. In this game, and we're barely into the third inning. Pitch swung on. There's a line shot, base hit. Dodgers are going to get a run in. Kike's rounding third. He'll score easily, and the Dodgers are on the board. A rounding. Let's see where Rovert wound up. Pages winds up at second. Rovert's at third. So the Dodgers aren't dead yet. 4-1 now the score is, and that's what I said. They needed to at least chip away and get 1 run in this inning, especially when they had 2 men on. So Pages does his job, and up comes Freddie Freeman, the tying run to the plate. Kike very lucky to touch that base, almost missed third base, rounding third. Freddie Freeman to the plate. 2 outs, 3rd inning. First pitch swinging, right off the glove of Rodriguez. He picks it up, throws calmly over low to first base Locklear to get him. He did something Rubalewski couldn't do. And the Dodgers are done. The score after 2.5 innings in Chase Field, Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1. We move to the bottom of the 3rd, and it'll be Arenado, Vargas, and Tawa coming up to the plate. So the Dodgers battling back, getting 1 run. Okay, that's good. Showing a little bit of life, showing they're not dead. You don't want to fall too far behind. Diamondbacks scored 2 in the first on the 2-run home run by Marte. Battled back, got 2 more in the second for their 4-0 lead. And now the Dodgers scrape together a couple of hits to get 3 hits actually to get 1 run. Don't go away yet. This game isn't over. There was reports around before Dodgers game. Miguel Rojas gathered the Dodgers for a meeting and told them, now is the time, we got to do it. Let's go. What are we doing? Don't have this be a blown, wasted opportunity. And the Dodgers went out there, battled 10 innings, and got the win. So Miguel Rojas kind of being credited with motivating, inspiring the team on to victory. And good to see, particularly since he has aspirations of becoming a manager, as he said after his playing days are over. So Rubalewski will be facing Arenado. Let's take a look at Rubalewski's thrown 45 pitches already. He struck out 1 guy, given up 3 earned runs. One of those runs he gave up was at his own, an unearned run, overthrowing Edman at first base, trying to cover to get a bunt Waldschmidt out. So Arenado now checks in. He walked his first time up. Pitch on the way to Nolan Arenado is taken high for ball 1, a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes to Arenado. We're in the bottom of the 3rd with the Diamondbacks leading 4-1 over the Dodgers. Here's a pitch, a high fly ball. Back there's Teoscar to the wall. He'll make the catch at the wall. Whoa, what a play by Teoscar. Never gave up on it. That looked like it was gone when it hit the bat. And Teoscar, never say die, caught it in the corner near the front of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks for out number 1. Nicely played right up against the foul pole at the 3:30 sign in left field. So Rubalewski lets out a big sigh of relief. Their first pitch up, a foul ball hit by Vargas, backing out of play. That would have definitely been a deflator. After you battle back, scrape, you get 3 hits and score 1 run, and the first pitch up, you give away a home run. So Rubalewski now has thrown 47 pitches. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Vargas is outside for ball 1 on the changeup. It's a 1-1 count. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1. 3rd inning. Pitch is way outside. Rover making a nice catch behind the plate. Way out of the strike zone. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. And Rubalewski's next pitch will be his 50th pitch of the game. A 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on a high pop-up. Moving over, coming quickly is Tucker. He's under it to make the catch for out number 2. And just before foul territory. And with 2 outs, Dodgers are on the verge of doing something they haven't done yet in this game. Get the Diamondbacks out in order. And up comes Tawa. Tim Tawa comes to the plate, 0 for 1. Pitch is taken for strike 1 on the fastball. 0-1 pitch. Fastball missing it. Just a little low and inside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-1 Diamondbacks. Pitch, he squares to bunt, pulls it back. It's now 2-1 count to Tawa. 0 for 1. He grounded out into a fielder's choice, did Tim Tawa in his first at-bat. The 2-1 pitch on the way, whacked over into center field for a base hit. And just like that, Tim Tawa's aboard. And Rubalewski does not get the Diamondbacks out in order. So with 2 outs, 1 on, and up comes the first baseman, Locklear, to the plate. Locklear 1 for 1 on his first at-bat, hitting a single. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1. Actually, that Locklear hit a double in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way is a high foul fly back and out of play in the curveball. Count is now 0-1. Rubalewski's now thrown 55 pitches. The 0-1 pitch, right down the middle for called strike 2 on the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So the count is now 0-2 to Locklear. 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Let's see if he can do it. Way high for ball 1 on the fastball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Locklear. The 1-2 pitch is fouled away back. Fouled back to the backstop, so it's 1-2 the count remains. 4-1 Diamondbacks. We're in the 3rd inning. 2 out, 1 on. Rubalewski's really having to work early in this game. He's already thrown 57 pitches. Pitch is way high for ball 2, 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So at this point, Rubalewski's just roaring back and firing fastballs, trying to get something to work. 2-2 count to Locklear. Checks the runner over at first. The pitch swung on and fouled away again. So he's keeping an eye on Tawa, who's known to steal. Stole a base earlier in this series. Locklear again, hanging tough, fouling pitches off. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and down he goes. And Rubalewski is out of the inning without allowing a run. So that's a moral victory right there. The score after 3 complete innings, and Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1. And for the Dodgers, coming up, it'll be Tommy Edman, followed by Mookie Betts, and then Kyle Tucker. Don't forget, after this series, Dodgers return home for a 7-game homestand. 3 with the Royals on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, followed by the Milwaukee Brewers, who have 73 wins. The winningest team in baseball coming in to Dodger Stadium for 4 games, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that figures to be a barn burner, and another playoff atmosphere figures to be. So in the poll, 67% think the Dodgers will win, even though they're trailing 4-1 right now. I realize some of those votes came in before the Diamondbacks jumped out to a 4-0 lead. If you haven't voted, state who you think will win this. Not only the game, but the series. This is a series deciding game. Rodriguez has really been on a tear in this game. Struck out 5, gave up 1 earned run. It's only through 3 innings. He's thrown 47 pitches, and 34 of them have been strikes. So Tommy Edman just about ready to check in and take his whacks at Rodriguez. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Well, Tommy Edman struck out on 3 pitches the last time up against Rodriguez. Trying to better that at this plate appearance. The 0-1 pitch, taken low for ball 1. Okay. So Edman is guaranteed not to strike out on 3 pitches. Let's see if he can get out of this without even striking out. The 1-1 pitch on the way from Rodriguez is taken way outside and high. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. I noticed last inning the Dodgers were a little bit more selective at the plate, and that did them well, making Rodriguez work a little bit more. The 2-1 pitch, there's a whack. Oh, shot right, caught. Line drive by Vargas at second base for the out. That was almost hit exactly to Vargas. Had to make 2 steps and catch it. And now comes up Mookie Betts. One out. We're in the 4th inning. Mookie Betts flied out in his first at-bat. And Rodriguez, 50th pitch is taken outside for ball 1 on the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes to Mookie. The 1-0 pitch, taken low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. To Mookie. A 2-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. Mookie's almost at first base. 1 more ball. Make him pitch a strike, Mookie. Okay, 1 out, 4th inning. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1. Dodgers scraped together 3 hits and got a run in the 3rd inning. We're in the 4th, and that pitch is way low. Ball 4, Mookie's aboard, and here we go. Kyle Tucker coming to the plate, the big hero of the game last night. Tucker hit a solo home run, and then in the 10th inning was on second base, came around and scored, making it 2, scoring the 2 runs, 2-1. That was the win for the Dodgers. So Tucker's at the plate now, grounded out in his first plate appearance. The pitch is taken outside for ball 1, and suddenly Rodriguez, who struck out 5 Dodgers, is having trouble finding the strike zone. His last 5 pitches have been balls. Walked Mookie on 4 pitches, and now he's given up the first pitch to Tucker as a ball. Let's see if Tucker make him pitch a strike. Good. It's ball 4, so he's now given up 6 balls in a row for a 2-0 count. Do not swing until he throws a strike. That should be the rule right there. Make them throw strikes. He's shown he can strike out Dodger players, but keep in mind, I think some of those pitches that he was throwing were out of the strike zone, so he's getting a bit of assist by the Dodgers. So now after 55 pitches, there's a little meeting at the mound trying to give him an encouragement after throwing 6 straight balls. Okay. Rodriguez allows a lot of base runners, but the scoring against is kept low. Stat by D-Rock. Thank you. Brought to you by D-Rock. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 on. Mookie just got walked. He's on first base. 1 out. The 2-0 pitch, and there's taken finally. He throws a strike, a sinker right down the middle. So Kyle Tucker did what I was hoping he'd do. At least don't swing until he throws a strike. Okay, now go ahead. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch swung on and fouled back and out of play on the cutter. Now it's a 2-2 count. So D-Rock tells us his whip is high, but his ERA is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kyle Tucker. 1 out, 1 on. We're in the 4th inning in a 4-1 Diamondbacks lead over the Dodgers. Diamondbacks got a 2-run home run by Marte to start this game off and haven't looked back. Scored 2 more in the second. Pitch is swung on in a high fly ball. It'll go right to the left fielder. He'll make the catch in Waldschmidt, and there's now 2 outs in the 4th inning. And up comes Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar struck out in his first plate appearance against Rodriguez. Pitch on the way is taken, swung and foul. Another Latin American showdown. We got Rodriguez from Venezuela, Teoscar from Dominican Republic, and Marino from Venezuela behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch. High, they're going to throw it to first base. Back is Mookie diving back to first. So the Diamondbacks going with a Venezuelan battery today of Rodriguez and Moreno. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Hernandez, taken outside for ball 2 on the changeup. 2 balls, 1 strike. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1. We're in the 4th inning. 2 outs and 1 on. Hernandez trying to keep this inning alive and going. Waiting on deck is Kike. The 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled back and out of play. It's a quiet Chase Field. Not a whole lot of fans really making noise here. That they can erupt at any time when something good happens for the Diamondbacks. Pitch fouled away. Count remains 2-2. Four to 1. Dodgers trailing the Diamondbacks. And the 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. Teoscar strikes out for the 2nd time today, and Rodriguez is out of the inning. The score after 3.5, Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1, and upcoming for the Diamondbacks, it'll be Waldschmidt, and then the top of the order, Perdomo and Carroll. So Waldschmidt, Perdomo, and Carroll will be coming up for the Diamondbacks. And if anybody gets on, it'll be that man Moreno hitting in the 4th slot in this bottom of the 4th inning. 4-1, Diamondbacks lead over the Dodgers. Rubalewski has kind of settled down, got the Diamondbacks out without allowing a run in the bottom of the 3rd. But the downside is Rubalewski's pitch count is up. He's now thrown 62 pitches through 3 innings. So maybe, hopefully, he can throw maybe 10 pitches, get out of this inning with only 72, and then go into the 5th, try to make it respectable, and not, of course, allow any runs. So Edwin Diaz, I should say, the pitch on the way is taken for a strike to Wroblewski. We're back to live action. Ryan Waldschmidt sacrifice bunt, and then that was a play that Waldschmidt could not throw to first base, and it went way over the head of Tommy Edman, and Waldschmidt came around to score. Actually, Waldschmidt was thrown out at the plate later on. Corbin Carroll was the one that scored. 0-2 the count to Waldschmidt. Pitch is high for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just the start of the bottom of the 4th for the Diamondbacks, leading the Dodgers 4-1. 1-2 pitch is taken low on the cutter for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt, the big hero on Friday night with a 2-run walk-off home run against Edwin Diaz. And the count is now low, and it's ball 3, so a 3-2 count. And then last night, Waldschmidt was a bit of the goat, lined into a double play to end the game. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. So Waldschmidt's ridden the elevator on this one, from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows the last night. And now he's trying to get back up that elevator again and make something positive happen in today's game. He was thrown out at the plate. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way outside, ball 4. Waldschmidt's aboard. And up comes Perdomo, the top of the order for the Diamondbacks. Perdomo is 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch is taken for a called strike 1 on the cutter. Luckily, he didn't challenge that. That would have been a ball. 0-1 the count to Perdomo. Pitch is swung on. There's a little number down hit to Kike at third. He's going to gun it, throw, go, got him. Oh, wait a minute. Did he tag him going by? They said safe at first, but I think Freddie Freeman may have tagged Perdomo running by before. Let's watch that replay. Hasn't been any sign of a challenge yet. Kike's throw was a little bit, took Freddie Freeman off the bag, but he reached out. I think he might have gotten him. Let's see. It's very close. I think he did get him. So I think he did. Let's see. It's going to go to challenge. A spectacular tag by Freddie Freeman going by as Perdomo was hustling down the line, but I think he got the back of him. Still no sign yet. Oh, I think he missed. Looking at that replay. Hate to say it, he is safe. Okay, so we got 2 runners on now. Runner at second and Waldschmidt. Perdomo legging out that shot down to third baseman Kike. And the count is now 0-1 to Carroll. Carroll 0 for 2. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled away in the slider. Dodgers trailing 4-1 to the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks got a 2-run home run in the first inning by Marte. And then the Diamondbacks scrambled, got 2 more in the second, took a 4-1-0 lead. Dodgers battled back for 1 run in the third, and that's where we're at right now, 4-1. Pitch is outside. 94-mile-an-hour fastball for ball 1. It's a 1-2 count, no outs for the Diamondbacks. Corbin Carroll to the plate. The 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled back and out of play. Moreno waiting on deck. Wroblewski's now thrown 73 pitches. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him. Okay. So down goes Carroll on Wroblewski's 74th pitch. We finally got one out. There's two on. 4 strikeouts to go if you're keeping up with that free Jumbo Jack special. When any combination of Dodgers gets 7 strikeouts, he'll get that free Jumbo Jack tomorrow. Meanwhile, Dave Roberts now heading out to the mound. Looks like he's coming with a hook, and that'll be it for Wroblewski after throwing 74 pitches. He's seen enough. And I thought they would have at least maybe tried to make him throw a few more before dipping into the bullpen, but that's not the case. He's coming out right now before Moreno comes to the plate. So we're involved in a pitching change, and who's the pitcher going to be? No sign yet. And James makes his appearance back. Last night, the Cubs lost, so we kind of figured James wouldn't show up, and the Dodgers won. But James, let me see, I'm going to go look now at the scores. I'm going to bet that the Cubs are winning or already won because James is back. Let's see if I'm right. I'm going to check it right now live. Let's see, the Cubs. Yep, well, yeah, the Cubs had a big game. They won 10-2 against the Royals, and that's a reminder. Cubs got 18 hits. Congratulations, James. Your Cubs are on the right track there. As the Royals, who the Cubs beat, will be in town tomorrow in Dodger Stadium for 3 games on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So Justin Wroblewski is done, pitched 3 1/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks in 76 pitches. And the 2 men on base are charged to him, and up comes Henriquez to the mound now to face Moreno. So Venezuelan. Henriquez versus Moreno. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch on the way is low. Sinker for ball 1. 99-mile-an-hour sinker. Remember, D-Rocky had that wide range of pitches on his last appearance, from a 103-mile-an-hour fastball to a 88-mile-an-hour changeup. First pitch is taken for ball 1 by Moreno. Next pitch is low cutter, 94-mile-an-hour for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Moreno. 2 on, 4-1 Diamondbacks lead. And the 2-0 pitch, taken for a called strike 1 on the sinker. Two balls and 1 strike to Moreno. Waldschmidt away from second. The pitch is taken for called strike 2 on a sinker, 100-mile-an-hour sinker. Okay, so Henriquez starting to find himself. He's got 3 pitches there, D-Rock, a sinker, a fastball, and a changeup. And now there's going to be a timeout. Umpire comes out, holds up play. 2-2 the count to Moreno. Four to 1, Diamondbacks lead. 2 on, 1 out, looking to get more with Moreno at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, he drops down to his knees. It'll be a little blooper to Mookie Betts, who'll catch it. And Moreno just about came out of his shoes swinging on that ball, fell down in the batter's box immediately as soon as that ball, he swung at it. slipped and down he went. And by the time he got himself up, he was out by Mookie Betts catching it. The bat shattered. That's what happened. Okay. So he shattered the bat, and it was a little blooper to Mookie Betts for the second out. So now with 2 outs, 2 on, up comes that man Marte, who hit the 2-run home run to start this game off in the first inning. Pitch on the way to Marte is taken for a called strike 1 right down the middle of the plate. So Marte out of the Dominican Republic facing Henriquez from Venezuela. The pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. 0-2 the count. Oh-2 the count to Marte. 2 outs, 4th inning, 4-1 Diamondbacks lead. 1 strike away is Henriquez from getting out of this inning. What you gonna do? Pitch on the way. Swung on. It's going to be, moving over his third baseman, Kike. It's going to be back into the stands. And the count remains 0-2. It's like climbing Mount Everest when you're down 4-0 against this Diamondback team. As D-Rock already stated, these D-backs are tough. 0-2 the count to Marte. The pitch swung on and fouled away again. A 100-mile-an-hour fastball. With Waldschmidt at second, Henriquez looks over, checks him, making sure he's not getting too big of a lead. 2 outs, 2 on, 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on. There's a little blooper, and out there, moving under it is Paez in center for the catch, and that'll do it. So Henriquez does what he's paid to do, comes in, gets the Diamondbacks out, doesn't allow anybody to score, and the score after 4 complete innings in Chase Field, Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1. We move to the 5th inning. And coming up, it'll be Kike, Rovert, and top of the order with Ohtani. This game is now an hour and 20 minutes old as we're in the 4th inning, move to the 5th. So about an average moving game. Ooh, thanks for letting me know, D-Rock. Let me see what I can do and adjust that. Thank you so much. Let me check it. Let's see. Move it. There we go. Let's see if that makes a difference. Thank you. There you go. Is that? Now you can see it. Thank you so much, D-Rock. Appreciate the help out there. Okay, so now we've locked in correctly with the scoreboard on. Pitch on the way to Kike's fouled away. 4-1, Dodgers trailing to the Diamondbacks. We're in the 5th inning, and the count to Kike is now 0-1. Pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play. Kike singled in his first at-bat. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. So Kike in for Muncy, giving Muncy a day off after a Saturday night game, and he's been striking out, having multiple strikeout games, so it's a good idea to give him a rest and put a guy like Kike in there. When you got multi-facet players like Kike and Edman, that really goes a long way in your lineup. Also, Rojas as well. Pitch is fouled away. So 0-2 the count. Oh, 2 pitch is in the dirt, changeup for ball 1. 5th inning, Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way. Low. And the sinker for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Four to 1, Diamondbacks lead. Pitch is swung on and fouled. Let's see, they're going to come over, take a look at it. It'll be back up into the stands. And now Rodriguez has thrown 71 pitches. So his pitch count's starting to get up there. Keep in mind, he threw 102 pitches in 5 1/3 innings in his last start. So he's accustomed to high pitch games. So if you compare that game to this, he's well under where he was at. That game compared to this one, only allowing 1 run in. The 2-2 pitch, way high for ball 3 and a fastball. Nice. Make Rodriguez throw strikes. He can throw them, but you just don't help him out swinging at pitches out of the strike zone. 3-2 pitch is inside, low for ball 4, and Kike is aboard to the walk. Okay. So 1 on, no outs, and that's the thing I always talk about. Walking that leadoff guy in an inning. And now up comes Van Rovert, the catcher. He's 1 for 1. He hit a single. Remember, that was the inning the Dodgers got their run in. That was the 3rd inning when Hernandez and Rovert, they both teamed up for singles. Hernandez then speeded around and scored. Pitch is taken for called strike 1 by Rovert. Oh and 1 the count. The pitch is swung on. There's a shot down to the second baseman. Marte dropped it there. No, hold everything. He tried to be a little sneaky Vargas. He caught the line shot, and then he tried to do double play, and the umpire saying, nope, not going for that shenanigans. So they'll call it, they'll say it wasn't, yeah, he right away caught it, smothered it to the ground like it wasn't a catch, and then they, so there's 1 out. Ohtani now to the plate. The pitch is high for ball 1. So Vargas trying to play a little games there by pretending to drop the ball and then threw it over to Perdomo for what would be a double play. But the umpire was too wise to his shenanigans, and that's what happened there. So 1 ball, no strikes. There's a shot hit by Ohtani. This one does scoot off the bat of Locklear. He dives and got him. So Locklear had scooted off his glove, but then he got it back and ran and dove, diving to the base with the glove to get Ohtani hustling over. Meanwhile, Kike advances to second base. Now that wasn't done intentionally by Locklear, as he had to dive and just barely beat Ohtani to first base for the second out. That's kind of dangerous. Ohtani leaning and leaping like that, you kind of fear an extension. That's what happened to Teoscar early on. He hurt himself running down to first base like that. I mean, I'm all for hustle, but be careful and not injuring yourself landing on first base, especially with Ohtani's knee kind of being suspect. So the pitch on the way swung on and missed, fouled away, I should say, by Pages. We got Kike at second. Pages in the last 12 games hitting .340, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 7 ribbies. Last 12 games, Pages has been on a bit of a tear. Let's see if he can keep it going now with Kike at second. Drive him home. The pitch is taken outside on the changeup. So Venezuelan on the mound, a Cuban at the plate. Let's see how this fares out. Rodriguez, 80th pitch is happening right now. The 1-1 pitch is taken high for ball one. Two balls, 1 strike. Kike, straight out of Puerto Rico, takes a lead away from second base. The pitch on the way, swung on and fouled away. Rodriguez has now thrown 81 pitches. Pages hanging tough at the plate. There's 2 outs. We're in the 5th inning. But the Dodgers got a man in scoring position. They can drive him home here just to make it a little bit more interesting. Freddie Freeman waiting on deck. So figures this inning and then 1 more and Rodriguez should be done. Then the Dodgers will start dipping into that bullpen. Pitch on the way, poked foul. That was out of the strike zone, the changeup. Count remains 2-2. And Rodriguez pitch totals up to 82. So like I say, if he gets out of here now, he'll come back and pitch 1 more inning. That'll be the 6th. And then the Dodgers will have a fresh bullpen to deal with. They're swung on a miss out of the strike zone, and down goes Pages and the Dodgers. The score after 4.5 from Chase Field: Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 1, and it'll be Arenado coming up, followed by Vargas and Tawa for the Diamondbacks, trying to improve on their 4-1 lead. If you joined us a little late in this game, Diamondbacks jumped out to a 2-0 lead by Marte hitting a 2-run home run. That was in the 1st inning. And then the 2nd inning, Diamondbacks got some more, scraping some more runs together to make it 4-0. Dodgers battled back with 3 hits in the 3rd inning to get 1 run, making it 4-1, and that's where we're at. Dodgers totals here are 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. That was a big error by Rubalewski in the 2nd inning that led to the 4th run by the Diamondbacks. Dodgers also, Tommy Edman making a great throw to the plate to nail Waldschmidt from coming home. Otherwise, it would have been 5 runs in. The also big story, I would say, is Rodriguez struck out. How many strikeouts does he have? He had 5. Did he get to 6? He was dealing early, striking out. Came out of the box red hot. He's got 7 strikeouts. He's walked 2. So Rodriguez has really been on his game. He's settled down. And see who the Dodgers will bring out there. Oh, Evan Phillips. Okay. So we got Evan Phillips now coming in to face Arenado. So hard-throwing right-hander Evan Phillips is up. His first pitch on the way to Arenado, swung on in a high fly ball. This is a pop-up. Move over it behind the plate, makes the catch right on the Diamondbacks on deck circle and almost trips over the bats there. So fortunately that did not happen. And there's one out on one pitch by Evan Phillips. 4.66 ERA comes in here. Pitched well, getting the Dodgers out of a jam in his last appearance. So we're in the fifth with one out. And taken for called strike one to Vargas, playing second base. Vargas 1 for 2 with a single. Phillips looks down, gets the sign from Rovert behind the plate. And the 0-1 pitch is taken for called strike two on the sweeper. Okay. So Evan Phillips comes out of the bullpen meaning business, gets the first man, Arenado, to pop out. And now he's got the next man, 0-2. Swung on and missed, he's got him, struck him out. Nicely done. So bang the gong on that, bongos on that. And there's now 2 outs here in the fifth. And up comes Tim Tawa. Tim Tawa's been in the thick of this series, hustling around the field, making plays, around the base pass, stealing bases, making things happen for the Diamondbacks. Pitch on the way is taken for called strike one on the fastball, 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Tawa's 1 for 2 with a single in this game. We're in the fifth, 2 outs. Diamondbacks leading 4-1. The 0-1 pitch on the way is taken for called strike two on the sweeper. Okay. So Evan Phillips has thrown 6 pitches. He's gotten 2 outs. He's got a man on the ropes with 0-2. Let's see if he can keep it going. One more strike. Let's get out of the inning right now. Pitch is low on the sweeper for ball 1. 4-1. Dodgers trail. They're going to need to get some action now. It'll be, don't forget, don't go away. It'll be Freddie Freeman, Edman, and Betts coming up for the Dodgers in the 6th inning. But right now they got Tim Tawa at the plate. The pitch is outside on the sweeper for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tawa. Evan Phillips has thrown 8 pitches, trying to get out of this inning, throwing less than 10. Let's see if he can do it. The 2-2 pitch is taken outside for ball 3. No, hold on. They're not even gonna challenge it. That wasn't even close. They moved it to 3-2. Diamondbacks fold up Kent, and that's it. On a gift to Evan Phillips and the Dodgers, they get out of that inning on a strikeout of Tim Tawa. I don't know what Tawa was thinking. Didn't even think to challenge it, but the Diamondbacks got a 4-1 lead. Can't fault them there. And up comes Freddie Freeman, Edman, and Betts in the top of the 6th inning. Thanks for the D-Rock, the reminder, D-Rock, if you're new, joining the channel, hit the like button. That'll help bring in more people into the channel, get more activity, chat room going. If you're really enjoying the play-by-play, subscribe to the channel. Last night I had my all-time new highest viewers. At one time had 200 people, currently at 28. So thank you all for choosing on this channel. I know there's many channels out there to choose from, but I feel privileged and honored that you would choose this channel, even if only for a small moment. As the Dodgers trailing 4-1, the viewers really do start to increase big D-Rock as the game hits later in. Last night, I was at about 70 viewers, 60, and then when it hit the 8th inning and then the 9th inning, they really started to go through the roof. So thanks again, D-Rock, for the support along the way and the reminder. I do tend to sometimes forget that, get locked into the game a little bit too much maybe. So Freddie Freeman now coming up. Like I said, this figures to be Rodriguez's last inning of work only because of the pitch count that he's got on him. He's already thrown 84 pitches, or 82 pitches, and Freddie Freeman to the plate. So maybe we'll start to see a little tired Rodriguez up coming in. Legends of the game, August 15th, Reggie Smith, Saturday, August 15th, bobblehead. So if you're interested in getting a Reggie Smith, old number 8 for the Dodgers of years ago in the 70s, August 15th your date. First pitch whacked into right field, base hit by Freddie Freeman, and the Dodgers are aboard with one on with no outs. So while I usually try to like or encourage the Dodgers to take a pitch coming out of an inning, it's okay. Base hit, whacked into right field, and we got Freddie Freeman aboard, and up comes Tommy Edman. Edman has struck out twice. Actually, let's see, he's 0 for 2. I know he struck out in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way is taken for called strike one. It's okay, Edman, hang in there. So he struck out and lined out the second time he lined out. So hitting .283, Tommy Edman has really surpassed my expectations and what he's done. I know he played well during the stretch last year, swung on and missed out of the strike zone. It's now 0-2. And last year in the playoffs, he really was a godsend, as he is now. Remember, the Dodgers started out without a second baseman, so to speak. They had a patchwork of Hassan Kim and Freeland in there. And then Edman came in, and looks like their problem or issues at second have been solved. The count is now 0-2 to Edman. Rodriguez has thrown 86 pitches. We're in the 6th inning. Nobody out. One on. The 0-2 pitch is taken in, so they're going to punch him out. So it looked like it was going to be. Umpire really takes a while to crank up the strikeout, and so Edman strikes out for his second time today. And with one out and one on, up comes Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts is 0 for 1. He walked. Pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play. Mookie's another one that came on later into the season, missed about the first month and a half or so for the Dodgers, and then started a little slow, and now he's starting to get in his traction, maybe first 2 months. So Rodriguez has now thrown 88 pitches. The pitch on the way swung on way out of the strike zone and fouled away. Helping out Rodriguez, who's now thrown 89 pitches, swinging at pitches out of the strike zone, and the count is now 0-2 to Mookie Betts. One on, one out. Freddie Freeman, first ball swinging, lines a base hit into right field. That's how he got aboard. The 0-2 pitch is way outside, nicely. Okay, so didn't go for that one. Make Rodriguez throw strikes. Don't help him out. That one was way out. So, okay, so 1-2 the count now to Betts. One out. Waiting on deck, Kyle Tucker. Let's see what Mookie's going to do. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, and this is going to be caught by the first baseman in foul territory, Locklear, right in front of first base. And there's now 2 outs in the 6th inning. Dodgers trailing 4-1. One on, 2 outs, and up comes Kyle Tucker. Tucker had a big game last night. Hit the solo home run to give the Dodgers the lead. He's 0-2 in this game, a ground out and a fly out. He wound up scoring the game winner in the 10th inning in the 2-1 game. The pitch on the way is low for ball 1 on the cutter. So 1 ball, no strikes to Tucker. Rodriguez has now thrown 92 pitches. The 1-0 pitch is taken for call strike one. So it's 1-1 now. Welcome in, Ann. Ann's in the chat now. We got a 1 ball, 1 strike to Tucker. 1 on, 2 outs. We're in the 6th inning. Dodgers trailing 4-1. Pitcher's a shot, whacked down the line and in the corner by Tucker. Let's see if Freddie Freeman can score. Rounding second, rounding third. Let's see if he's going to push it. Here comes Freddie. The throw, the tag. He's in there. Dodgers score, making it 4-2. Meanwhile, Kyle Tucker triples on that play, winds up at third, and Freddie Freeman was running around the base paths, and marvelous. So Kyle Tucker has found himself the last 2 games. That ball went into the furthest, deepest part. By the time Corbin could go over there and field it, Tucker was running out of gas, almost stopped. Third base coach says, "No, what are you doing? Keep on going." He motored in, scored standing up, and it's 4-2. So the Dodgers scrambling back, trying to claw their way back into this game, trailing 4-2, and Teoscar Hernandez to the plate, trying to drive home Tucker. Rodriguez, 95th pitch, swung on and missed. Hernandez is 0 for 2. He struck out twice to Rodriguez. Freddie Freeman's in the dugout huffing and puffing, tired as all be, but he got the job done. The count is now 0-1 to Hernandez. The pitch is swung on and out again for 0-2's account. So Teoscar is just up there free swinging. Hernandez, Rodriguez has thrown 96 pitches. All hell's broken loose on that triple by Tucker. 4-2, Dodgers now trail. And Rodriguez winds up in the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and down goes Teoscar and the Dodgers. Okay, so the Dodgers get 1 run, battle back on 1 hit. The score after 5.5 in Chase Field, Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. We'll be timeout, take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Okay, back to live action. The Dodgers kind of making a little run here, as that, like I said, that'll be the last of Rodriguez we'll see on the mound. His pitch count was way up there, 96 pitches. No way do they send him out there in the 7th inning. The score now after 5.5, Arizona 4, Dodgers 2, and in comes Kyle Hurt. Brings in a 4.58 ERA with a 3-1 record, facing Locklear, the first baseman. Pitch on the way is swung on and fouled back. A 94-mile-an-hour fastball. So Evan Phillips really pitched well. Kind of surprised he's not going out there to start this inning, but it's okay. Dave Roberts knows his pitching staff. Hurt pitched well in his last outing. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. A changeup, 88-mile-an-hour changeup. The count is now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed way out of the strike zone in the dirt. What a gift that was. And down goes Locklear. That wasn't even close to the strike zone. And there's one out now. So with one out in the 6th inning, up comes Ryan Walschmidt, sacrificed and walked. Remember, he was the one that was the benefit of that wild throw by Robolewski at first base. He got on. Later came around and got thrown out at the plate by Tommy Edman on a spectacular throw to get him. 1 ball, no strikes to Walschmidt. The 1-0 pitch is low and in the dirt for ball 2 on the changeup. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. Dodgers just got their run in the top of this 6th inning. So the Dodgers gotten 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th. 2-0 pitchers, a high fly ball. Back there's Teoscar. He's going to go to just in front of the warning track and make the catch for the 2nd out. Okay, so Kyle Hurt is almost out of this inning. He's thrown 6 pitches. He's gotten 2 outs. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2, and up comes the top of the order. That man Perdomo trying to make something happen here for the Diamondbacks. He's 1 for 2. He's walked and singled in this game. Perdomo seems to be the catalyst for these Diamondbacks, playing right up the middle at the shortstop, playing a nice shortstop in this series. Pitch is taken low on the fastball for ball 1. D-Rock said it. This is a tough Diamondbacks team to beat. The 1-0 pitch is taken for called strike 1 on the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Perdomo. 2 outs were in the 6th inning. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. Kyle Hurt has come in here and has really pitched well. He's thrown 8 pitches. He's gotten 2 outs. He's got a 1-1 count on Perdomo. Waiting on deck is Kyle Corbin. You want to get Perdomo before facing Corbin. You don't want to face him with men on. Pitch is swung on a high fly ball. Perdomo slams the bat down in disgust. Waiting under it is Tucker for the catch, and that'll do it. So that'll do it for the Diamondbacks. Evan Phillips pitched well. Kyle Tucker has pitched well, getting their men out. And the score after 6 complete innings in Chase Field, Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. And for the Dodgers, coming up, it'll be Kike, followed by Rovert, and then the top of the order in Ohtani. Ohtani's due. Ohtani's 0 for 3, and I think he's going to make something happen in this inning. We just got to get Hernandez or Rovert on base. Bring Ohtani to the plate as the tying run. I'm saying right now is the recipe to getting back in this game. No word yet who the Diamondbacks are going to have coming out there pitching in the 7th inning yet. I want to see how Dave Roberts is going to do his pitchers coming out in the 7th inning. We saw Phillips get him out. And Hurt, will he let Hurt go out there for yet another inning? Let's see. Okay, so what? Rodriguez is going to go out there again. I am surprised. Okay, so he's thrown 97 pitches, and the manager says, go ahead, go out there. He threw 102 in your last game, And he's going to let him go out there, and let's see if he lets him go out there with a very short leash. Or maybe just to pitch to one guy, and that one guy will be Kike. Let's see how he's going to play this. Thrown 97 pitches already starting. In the bullpen for the Diamondbacks is Taylor Clark. So the top of the 7th inning, we start. Kike standing up there waiting. The pitch. Swung on, first ball swinging, fouled away. Curveball. That ball was out of the strike zone. 77-mile-an-hour curveball on Rodriguez's 98th pitch. And there's that human spark plug on deck, Miguel Rojas. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Kike to the plate, Rojas on deck, and Ohtani in the hole. So those figure to be the Dodgers' first 3 hitters coming up in this inning. Meanwhile, Rodriguez's 100th pitch is on the way. The 0-2 pitch is taken low for ball 1, 83-mile-an-hour changeup. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. We're in the 7th inning. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is ball 2. On the 101 pitch, it's ball 2. Kike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kike had the count 0-2. Now Rodriguez is letting him get away to a 2-2. The pitch is swung on and fouled away. 93-mile-an-hour pitch. You're right. Scott only faced 1 batter last night, so no doubt we'll probably see him today in some kind of role. So Rodriguez, 103rd pitch on the way. Way high for ball 3. I want to see, or is the manager? Manager's now on the phone. He's got 1 step up on the dugout. They're going to pull him. I wanted to see an all Venezuelan pitcher, hitter, and catcher in Rojas, but it might not happen. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and whacked foul and into the stands on Rodriguez's 104th pitch. So Kike's battled in making a tired pitcher in Rodriguez work. He's made him pitch 7 pitches to him. No outs. We're in the 7th inning, just the start of the 7th. 3-2 count to Kike. The pitch. Swung on and fouled away again. Kike's hanging tough and keeping a tired pitcher more tired, if that's possible. 105 pitches Rodriguez has thrown. He's taken 8 pitches to Kike right now. Rojas on deck. 3-2 count. 4-2 Diamondbacks lead in the 7th. The pitch swung on and fouled away again. So Kike's really making Rodriguez work. Next pitch will be his 10th pitch to Kike and his 107th overall pitch of the game. You know Rojas has to be licking his chops on deck. The pitch is fouled away again. This is working out really right in Rojas' favor. But I don't think he'll get the chance. I think after this, Kike, whatever he does, they're coming with a hook. That's my prediction. The 3-2 pitch swung on, and it's going to be a little blooper. It'll be caught in the outfield by Corbin, right field. So there'll be 1 out, but he took a lot of pitches to get past Kike. And let's see if they're going to let him bat to Rojas. And they're going to do it. As they're now going to have a meeting, Moreno is going to go to the mound. Rojas to the plate. So they, no doubt Moreno and Rodriguez know Rojas really well. Played with him somewhere along the line in Venezuelan ball. So talking it over, seeing how they're going to pitch Miguel. So here we go. This one, if I was a Diamondback fan, I would not have advised, but there's no one on base, so maybe that's why they'll let it go. Rodriguez pitch on the way to Rojas, swung on and fouled away. And the count is now 0-1. Rodriguez has now thrown 109 pitches, 1 out. We're in the 7th inning. His arm's about to fall off after throwing 102 in his last start, and he's now thrown 110 in this start. The pitch is high for ball 1. Count is now 1-1. Ohtani waiting on deck. Pitch is swung on. There's a little nubber. It's going to be hit down to the second baseman, Vargas. He'll quickly throw across to Locklear at first for the out. So the 4-3 put out Rodriguez is done. There's 2 outs now, and up comes Ohtani. So, well, I was hoping for one man to be on for Ohtani to be the tying run at the plate. That's not going to happen. And Ohtani coming up. He struck out twice and grounded out. Coming to the plate now against a tired Rodriguez. 111 pitches. I think Ohtani's going to take him out on this one. Let's see what he does. Pitch swung on and missed. A big swing by Ohtani on the changeup. Count is now 0-1. Lefty on lefty action. The 0-1 pitch. Low, and Ohtani swings at it in the dirt, helping out the tired Rodriguez on 113 pitches, and the count is now 0-2. I really would have thought Ohtani would have taken at least one pitch, the first pitch, and make him throw a strike. He didn't. He helped him out. He fouled off the first 2 pitches, and the count is now 0-2. 2 outs in the 7th. The pitch low in the dirt. They're going to check in the check swing. They're going to say what? No swing. The count is now 1-2. And Ohtani was lucky to hold up on that one. That was on the exact same location that he swung and missed at on the second strike. The 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on. There's a little ground ball hit down to Vargas. He gloves it quickly, throws across in time to Locklear for the out, the 4-3 put out, and Rodriguez is out of the inning after throwing 114 pitches. The score after 6.5 innings in Chase Field, the Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. And in that bottom of the 7th, it'll be Carroll, followed by Moreno, and then Marte. Marte, the designated hitter in today's game. And let's see who they'll be facing. Will they face Kyle Hurt? Let's see. Nope, in comes Hernandez. So they're going to go to Hernandez on this one. He pitched I believe it was last night. Jonathan Hernandez, 6'3". 190-pounder out of Memphis, Tennessee, comes to the mound. 30-year-old right-hander. Okay, so here we go. Dodgers trailing 4-2. Scratching for 1 run in the 3rd, 1 run in the 6th. And now definitely Rodriguez will be pulled. No way do they have him go out there for the 8th inning. Of course, I said that about the 7th, but I'll double down on that one now. Nice observation, D-Rock, on Ohtani. I think you're right. He may possibly be pressing, trying too hard right now. Trying to get something going. If you're looking forward to the 8th inning for the Dodgers, it'll be Pages, Freeman, and Betts coming up. But right now, it's Hernandez facing Corbin Carroll at the plate. The pitch swung on and fouled away. 7th inning stretch is done. We're back to live action. Jonathan Hernandez in 14 games has a 7.08 ERA. The 0-1 pitch on the way is low for ball 1, the slider. The count is now 1-1 to Carroll. 7th inning. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. Carroll is 0 for 3 in today's game. And the 1-1 pitch is taken low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Corbin Carroll. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. It's now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Carroll. The pitch swung on, a high fly ball. Under it is Pages in center. He's waiting. He's got it for out number 1. So with 1 out, up comes Marino. It seems like every time you turn around, Marino's up there at the plate. And he's up there right now against Hernandez. Gabriel Marino, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a double and a run scored. We're in the 7th inning. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. The pitch right down the middle of sinker, 99-mile-an-hour sinker for strike 1. Pitch on the way is low for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Moreno. The 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2 on the slider. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Moreno. 1 out in the 7th. Dodgers trailing the Diamondbacks 4-2. Two-one pitch swung on, fouled back to the backstop on the sinker. Count is now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We're in the 7th inning. Moreno hanging tough at the plate. The pitch swung on. There's a little ground ball hit to Mookie Betts. Fields it cleanly, throws over in time to Freddie Freeman to get him. The 6-3 put out, and Moreno is done. So 2 outs in the 7th inning. And up comes Marte, the man that got everything started for the Diamondbacks with that 2-run home run in the Diamondback bullpen in left field to start this game. That was a 2-0 lead in the 1st inning. And Marte coming up there now, 1 for 3. 2 outs in the 7th inning. And Hernandez throws a strike right down the middle of the slider. Count is now 0-1 to Marte. Marte played second base the first 2 games, and he's the DH today's game. The 0-1 pitch swung on, a grounder foul down the first baseline. 0-2 the count to Marte. Okay, Hernandez, he's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning, getting down, putting the Diamondbacks down in order. Let's see if he can do it. The 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled away. Count remains 0-2. So, well, Wroblewski was a train wreck in his performance. The Dodgers bullpen has really pitched well in today's game. They really have. The pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. He strikes him out. Hernandez gets a side out in order. Marte's done, and so are the Diamondbacks. The score after 7 innings, the Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. We move to the 8th inning. And in the 8th inning, it'll be Pages, Freeman, followed by Edman coming up. So, well, the Dodgers bullpen has taken some heat of late, and deservedly so. In today's game, they have pitched really well with Hernandez, Phillips, Hurt, and now actually Henriquez, Phillips, Hurt, and now Hernandez. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 pitchers have really picked up the slack that Werbeluski left him in after pitching 3 1/3 inning. Werbeluski gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run. He made a big critical throwing error that resulted in a run. And the relievers have not allowed any hits. No walks. They've gotten 3 strikeouts. So they've really pitched well. I got to hand it to the relief pitchers. Hopefully I'm not jinxing them for the bottom of the 8th. But for now, give a tip of the cap and credit where credit is due. But it's been the bats of the Dodgers that have let them down. The Dodgers have 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Rodriguez has been a tough cookie at the plate, at the mound, so he's done. Done. No way is he coming out there now. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the D-backs. Max Muncy, Game 7 home run bobblehead promotion tomorrow night against the Royals. So if you want a Max Muncy bobblehead, head on out to the ballpark. First 40,000 fans, and then comes Taylor Clark with a 2.0 ERA, 2.2-2 record, 28 strikeouts, 9 walks, and he's facing Pages to the plate. What you gonna do, Pages? New, fresh pitcher in there. The pitch on the way is swinging up, taken for ball 1. So take that a swing and a strike 1. Sorry about that. So 0-1 the count to Pages. Pitch swung on and missed. Count is now 0-2. That may have been a ball as well. To the count to Pages. The pitch way outside in the dirt for ball 1. Not even Pages could swing and miss at that one. So 1-2 the count. We're in the 8th inning. No outs, just the start of the 8th. Dodgers trailing the Diamondbacks 4-2 and looking to try to get something started in this inning. And it starts with Pages right here, right now. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, there's a line shot, base hit, whacked in past Arenado in third, and he's aboard with a base hit. So 1 on, no outs, and up comes Freddie Freeman. Now remember, it was Freddie Freeman last night who'd hit into not 1, but 2 double plays with Pages on base. Hopefully, let's avoid that right now and get a base hit here. Meanwhile, in today's game, Freddie Freeman is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. He ran from first base all the way to home plate on that Tucker pitch. Here's a ground ball hit sharply down. There's a tailor-made double play. Can you believe it? Down to second, down to cross for a double play. Went to Vargas, to Perdomo, to Locklear, a 4-6-3 double play. And just like that, the Dodgers got 2 outs in the 8th inning. That dreaded, ugly double play reared its head when you needed it to happen least in the 8th inning in a late game trailing 4-2. Okay, so 2 outs now, and up comes Tommy Edman to the plate. So swung on and fouled down the line. So Freddie Freeman leads the major leagues in a dubious stat, 18 double plays he's hit into. He leads the Major League Baseball in 18 double plays, and that was his 18th right there. And I just pointed out two previous that were yesterday. So the count is now 0-1 to Edman. And this pitch is outside for ball one, the sinker. That double play made Clark's life a whole lot easier. He's now got 2 outs and a 1-1 count on Edman. The pitch is low, changeup for ball 2. Dodgers down to their last 4 outs with Tommy Edman to the plate. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on. There's a little bouncing ball hit down to the second baseman. Vargas throws on the run across to Locklear to get him. The 4-3 putouts in the books, and the Dodgers are done in their half of the 8th. This after 7.5. The score, Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. And for the 8th inning, it'll be Arenado, followed by Vargas, that man that's been turning these double plays, and Tim Tawa coming up. So a disappointing inning to say the least for the Dodgers after getting Paez on with the leadoff with no outs, and Freddie Freeman hits into that double play that killed it for him. You might add a third F on that, D-Rock. Effing Freddie Freeman. Anyway, can't knock the man that will forever be in Dodger folklore with that home run grand slam against the Yankees to help the Dodgers win that first World Series game. So tough going, but again, Freddie Freeman did hustle around from first base and scored that second run. So we won't place it all on him, but doggone it, that double play rears its ugly head. So as we move to the bottom of the 8th with Arenado, Vargas, and Tawa, the only question is who will pitch to him? Let's see. Are they going to have Hernandez go out there again? Maybe. If you're keeping up with that Jumbo Jack giveaway, the Dodgers did get the 7th strikeout, and you can go into any participating Jack in the Box tomorrow and get your free Jumbo Jack with the purchase of a large drink. Anyways, back to live action in the bottom of the 8th inning. Still waiting to find out. There's a who'll be out there, and it is Hernandez out there pitching his second inning. The pitch is taken for a strike to Arenado. So the Dodgers relievers have really been spot on in this game. 0-1 pitch to Arenado is taken low for ball 1, sinker, 1-1. And warming up in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, Kevin Gunkel. Ginkel trying to go out there to get the save in the 9th inning. There's a ground ball hit down to Freddie Freeman. Gloves it. He'll do it himself. Tags first base, and there's 1 out. So 1 out. We're in the 8th inning. Dodgers trail the Diamondbacks 4-2. Thank you, D-Rock. You corrected it. FFF. There'll be another game. Hang in there, Freddie Freeman and the Dodgers. But this game's not over yet. Don't go away. We still got the top of the 9th inning, but it's those stinking double plays. Okay, pitch on the way from Hernandez. There's a ground shot foul down first baseline. Speaking of double plays, it was Waldschmidt that hit into that game-ending double play last night that made the Dodgers a winner. So Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some to that double play. Last night was a double play when the Dodgers needed it most, and they got it. Waldschmidt hit into that 1-6-3 double play. Pitch on the way is outside, a slider for ball 1 by Hernandez. 1 out, 8th inning. Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2. This game is 2 hours and 20 minutes old. The pitch swung on, the ground ball foul. Hernandez has now thrown 20 pitches. The 1-2 pitch to Vargas. Swung on. There's a little ground ball hit sharply down to Edman. Throws over to Freeman for the out. 4-3 put out. And there's now 2 outs in the 8th inning. So with 2 outs, up comes Tim Tawa. Pitch is low for ball 1 on the slider, 89-mile-an-hour slider to Tawa, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Tawa's 1 for 3 today. Hernandez looking down. Fiducia is now behind the plate. He came in when Rojas pitch hit for Rover. Pitch is high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Tim Tawa. 2 outs in the 8th. Pitch is swung on and missed. That was ball 3 that Tawa swung and missed at. So the count is now 2-1. 2 outs. Let's go, Hernandez. You got to get him out here, and let's move to the 9th inning. Pitch fouled away. Nice forward positive thinking there, D-Rock, that there will be a 9th inning. Like your thinking. So if Hernandez can get him here, that'll be impressive. That means Hernandez will have retired the side in order twice. Let's see if he can get Tim Tawa. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. There's a little ground ball hit down to Kike at third. Throws it across to Freddie Freeman in time, and Hernandez has retired the Diamondbacks in order twice. And the bullpen has really put on a stellar performance in today's game. Cannot emphasize that enough. The score at the end of 8 innings, Diamondbacks 4, Dodgers 2, and coming up for the Dodgers in the 9th inning, Mookie Betts, Kyle Tucker, and Teoscar Hernandez. And they'll be facing Gunkel, who'll be trying to get a save in there. So don't go away. The 9th inning is coming very quickly. So don't forget, tomorrow night, Dodgers return home to face the Royals for a 3-game homestand, and then the big one. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4-game homestand against the Milwaukee Brewers. And that should be like a playoff atmosphere at Dodger Stadium. Bringing in the league leader in wins in the Milwaukee Brewers. They got 73 wins. They'll be in Dodger Stadium on Thursday night. So Kevin Ginkel now comes in. 52 games. He's got a record of 5-3, an ERA of 3.67, 49 innings. He's gotten 45 strikeouts and 15 walks. Let's see what's he going to do to Mookie. Hopefully Mookie makes him pitch it. He does. He takes the first pitch for a strike one, a 96-mile-an-hour strike. Mookie's 0 for 2 with a walk. We're in the 9th inning. Dodgers trailing 4-2. Ginkel on the mound. The pitch on the way to Mookie swung on and fouled away on the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh, and 2 the count to Mookie Betts. The pitch is way high out of the strike zone, swung on and missed by Mookie Betts, and down he goes. That was one, again, talk about the high riding fastball. They say that's one of the toughest things for major leaguers to lay off of because it's so tempting. You think you can drive it and really hit it, and it just zips right past you, and next thing you know, you're looking really bad swinging at a pitch way out of the strike zone. Anyways, back to live action. Kyle Tucker to the plate, 1 for 3. He's got an RBI in that big triple he hit that brought in Freddie Freeman to make things interesting in the 6th inning, but that seems like a long time ago. So first pitch is ball 1, 1 out in the 9th. Tucker at the plate, and Teoscar waiting on deck. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed on the fastball. Count is now 1-1. Max Muncy's now on deck for Teoscar. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Gunkel's trying to really deal right here, giving up their fastball and say, here it is, try to hit it. Man-on-man action, this is it. Look at me now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tucker. 1 out. We're in the 9th inning. Dodgers trailing the Diamondbacks 4-2. The 1-2 pitch, way high and inside. Tucker has to spin to get away from it, and the count is now 2-2. D-Rock calling for Scott in the 9th. There's got to be a 9th, and that's up to Tucker and Muncy. The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled back and out of play. Thank you to those that tuned into the channel. Appreciate you being along the way in this really tough series, a playoff atmosphere series between the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. A 2-2 count, 4-2 score. Pitch is a high fly ball. It'll be an out. Moving over in center field, and the out will be recorded for out number 2 by Barroso, who's now in center field. And there's now 2 outs in the 9th. And up comes Max Muncy, it looks like. He was in, yep, it'll be Muncy. So Muncy took the day off today. Now he's pressed into a pinch hitting role. 0 for 6, 4 strikeouts, and a walk this series, just to show you the woes that he's had. Struck out 4 times. He's 0 for 6 with a walk in this series, and he's coming up now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Marquise Carter, welcome in. Thank you for checking in this game. Everybody's on their feet now with 2 outs in the 9th, and Chase Field swung on and missed by Muncy on the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. If you're enjoying the play-by-play, please subscribe to the channel. Like it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. We'll be here all season long. The pitch is taken low for ball 1. It's free to subscribe. Help a little channel grow. 1-1 count, 2 outs in the 9th inning. Muncy's now trying to hang tough against Gunkel, who's gotten the first 2 guys he's faced in the inning. Pitch is fouled away down the first base line. The count is now 1-2. Now the Dodgers are down to their last strike. Muncy, the pitch. Swung on and missed, and down goes Max Muncy, striking out for the 5th time in this series, and that'll do it. The Diamondbacks win it, striking out Muncy and getting the Dodgers out in order. So the totals for this game, let me lay the totals onto you. For the Diamondbacks to win it, Diamondbacks 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. The Dodgers 2 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Losing pitcher Obolewski, his record falls to 11-4 with a 3.44 ERA. Rodriguez gets the win and improves to 11-4 with a 2.70 ERA. So both pitchers have now 11-4. The save goes to Ginkel, his first save. He has a 3.60 ERA. So Diamondbacks win the game, win the series, win on Friday night with that walk-off home run by Waldschmidt. Lose a tough game last night in 10 innings. Dodgers win that to even the series. And then the Diamondbacks win today 4-2 to take the series. Thank you all for tuning in. Have yourself a tremendous rest of the day wherever you may be. Reminder, tomorrow night, it'll be the Dodgers and the Royals in Dodger Stadium. So bidding you a farewell. Thank you so much, all of you who tune in, D-Rock, Marquise, and all of you in the chat. Have a great rest of the day. And see you next time on the next broadcast. For right now, turn out the lights. This game is OVER.
Play what crazy game does it so many great plays, and now it's time to turn out the lights. The game is over. Bid you a pleasant good night. Every year may be, turn out the lights again. The game is all over for you. Turn out the lights, game's over. You think you can come, then you do get both. The game like the light, the game's over. He doesn't get up a man with the key. You deal with the stop, but money can last. Then I call it a game is over. I get it, don't they know me when it's on.
Turn out the lights, the game's over. They say that all good games must end. Call it a night, the game's over. And tomorrow starts a new game. Never lost all the call in the play-by-play. What a crazy game. Never seen so many great plays. Now it's time to turn the lights. The game is over, who's never lost no more. Bid you a pleasing good night, every you may be. Turn out the lights, the game is all over. We dance again to the park fun. I made the buses, the left train. They're either side of Mount Suya. Chase side and life, it's joy. My boss has stopped by coming. It's that the last, the game's over.